let's get down to business with this one. First of all, I fucking hate this beer. The beer I'm about to do, I've never had it, but I fucking hate it. Absolutely, one of these beers that portray to me a way certain people like it. Certain people like this beer. Certain people think this beer is something special. And these certain people, to me, you know, sorry if I'm going to offend people here, but they tend to be salesmen. They tend to be managers. They tend to be estate agents. They tend to be managing directors. They tend to be people with really good jobs, no common sense about them, people who really just kind of like bully their way in a BMW along the A1, if you know what I mean. People who seem to think that they know it all, which they don't. So, this beer, I first came across this beer about 6 years ago. And I think it was about 6 years ago. I think it must have first come out 6 years ago. And I went to a party. Well, not a party, a barbecue. Never met the host before. He had a really he had a really good job. I think he was a manager of some building firm. Anyway, I went along and he had his chums there with him, you know. And I didn't know anybody there. Oh, gate crashed. No, I didn't. Anyway, he had this there, and I said, "Excuse me, mate, you got any, decent beer?" Because as soon as I saw it, I thought to myself. Anyway, he says, "Oh, I've got John Smith, so it's in the corner." Oh, he goes, "I drink Peroni." So since then, he thought he was, better than you, and people think that this is some sort of special beer. So the beer I'm about to do, boys and girls, is that one. Peroni Nastro Azzurro. There you go. So sometimes that you got to do these beers, and it's 5.1% ABV. Now this beer, apart from my instant the way I was patronised, I would say, at this barbecue, because I prefer to have John Smith's to that. You go to a restaurant, Italian restaurant, like is it Prezzo? £20 they charge. £20 for 4 bottles of 330 Peroni. So they're putting it on this pedestal, and everywhere I go, it's so fucking annoying because everyone thinks it's good, and I haven't even tasted this yet, but in my heart I don't think it will be. If I do like this beer, I'm going to hate it even more. I'm going waffling on. So I'm having this at room temperature. Usually it's cold because people like cold beer. Don't know why, because you can't fucking taste anything. There is the Crown. Having this at room temperature, you do pick up a resonance of a slight lime. It does smell a little bit Pilsnerish, actually. It does smell like that, as if it's got a Saz hops in. It might have Saz hops in. Doesn't tell me anything on the back. It's a load of Italian mumbo jumbo. So let's pour out, and she has come out. Oh, made a muck up of that. Straw-like, beyond straw-like colour. That to me is something from a urine sample colour. That is real pale looking white head. It does remind me of urine in a way. you're getting, this is more like it. It smelled better from the neck. This now you're getting onto that generic metallic hopness, not even hopness, maltness that you do get with lagers. It smelled alright from the neck, I must admit. I thought, oh, better not be good. It's, yeah, you're getting that bread cracker, maybe, maltness about it. It smells very generic. It smells a little bit mouldy, only slight mouldy. It reminds me of, there used to be this market stall in Catterick Market that sold greeting cards, but they sold the same ones every week, and every week they started to get mouldier and mouldier and mouldier. So it's like a mouldy, cardboardy thing going on. So let's top her up. So I'm gonna go in. So this is Jonathan Brown drinking a Peroni. Cheers. First off, it is sweet. It's quite sweet, which is, you know, quite pleasant. Then you're getting the metallic malt behind that. Characterless. I find this beer characterless, overpriced, very much overpriced. So I think Tesco's were doing this for about £3. And there is nothing special about this beer whatsoever. There is nothing what sets this apart from the rest of the lagers, which I shall be doing over the next few weeks. I've decided to do a few more lagers. And I do not understand why people go for that. People must think that this is something special, but believe you me, boys and girls, it's not. It is a very generic, boring lager. I'm glad I reviewed this, and I'm glad I don't like it. It is just characterless. It's not offering you anything taste-worthy. I mean, for Christ's sake, I've just had an alcohol-free Innis and Gun, and I enjoyed that more than this. One more for the road, and I've wasted 8 minutes on this. Sweet, malt, characterless, goes down easy, yeah. Cold and wet, yeah. But so is fucking water as well. And on that score, as always, boys and girls, crap. See you boys and girls on my next one.